5,355 pounds of ultralight Asdel camping bliss right here, an Apex 267 RKS that we originally sold down at Haylett RV, coming up for sale down here at Advantage 1 RV. The folks used it. They used it a lot, actually. But there is like absolutely no sign of that. This is what I call time capsule camper. It looks like somebody put it in a hermetically sealed capsule, buried it underground in concrete away from a nuclear explosion, and then dug it out and said, here, sell that for me, would you? And it looks like they're done camping. I see the weight distribution system looks like it's being included with this. They put Goodyear Endurance tires on it late in 2019. They've only got about 500 miles on them. And folks, this thing looks absolutely phenomenal inside and out. And something that's kind of interesting on this one is that the living room and kitchen kind of have two entry doors. And even though they're not far apart, and even though they're both on the same side of the camper, it gives it a very front door, back door, kind of welcome home sort of feeling. And just the beautifully rich wood tones in here work very well. Apex is a brand for which I've always had a lot of respect for. And if I had to really boil them down in a sentence, it's simple where they should be and fancy where they could be. Like if you look around this camper, you could see a couple areas where maybe brand X, Y, or Z you've seen does this extra little gimmicky widget. But at the end of the day, everything you really need, really need, it's all here. It's all done well. Like the pocket screwed cabinetry, the central air, all aluminum structure, laminated structure at that, like even a laminated roof, which has become a pretty uncommon thing. And the RV looks virtually new on the outside, and this is the reason why right here. And if this is not some kind of indicator as to the insane over-the-top care, maintenance, TLC that the previous owners gave this RV, I don't know what it is. They shrink-wrapped and cubed their RV cover. I've never seen anybody ever do that before, and the thing looks virtually new as a result. Not just the cover, the RV itself also looks virtually new. And even though this is just a dinette slide floor plan, it feels like a super slide in here. It feels way bigger because it puts windows all over the place. All the countertops are sealed edge pressed membrane. You see the matching sink covers there. That's over top of a stone cast sink, I believe. I'm kind of operating from memory a little bit here because we actually sold this to its one and only owners. Yes, that is a stone cast sink. If you're not familiar, it just looks like plastic. But if you actually touch it and like clink on it gently with your keys, you hear it clink back like a rock, like old Bob Seger. It actually has like a stone coating on it, which is very, very cool. Now, over here, I like how they didn't waste an opportunity for storage because we kind of have seen the kitchen. I've waved the camera around the kitchen enough. But if you notice over here, that is actually going to be your primary pantry space. And I remember when I custom ordered this specific RV, normally right here would have been like a hide-a-bed. This is one of a very select number of these where I actually kind of custom ordered a pair of free-floating rocking recliner chairs right there. Now, you can see how they strap down for transit. And again, the previous owners actually did that, which is yet another good indicator that they really took care of this thing. But the material here, it's called a micro suede. It looks like leather. It kind of feels a little bit more like cloth, but it's still very easy to keep clean. And I love this extra little cabinet. A place like that shelf, first of all, when the camp cover is not on it, it just gives you a place to like set your keys or a dinner plate or something, you know. But a little shoe garage by the door, a little bit of storage cubby right there for some in and out stuff. I'd put like my outdoor campsite stuff, like my picnic table stuff right in there so I could just reach in the door and grab it whenever I needed it. TV pivots around for some easy viewing there, back when they were still doing DVD players and more campers. The air is centralized, by the way, so you'll stay nice and comfortable in here. And you see how every window opens for airflow. That's, again, what I mean. The things that you need, like they have easy access doors on the dinette. This is the little brother to Freedom Express, and they kind of inherited the same sliding rear panel here for easy storage access on the back of the dinette. And one little modification I noticed the previous owners must have made is they added not just a stovetop backsplash, but also that side splash. And please, manufacturers, if you are watching this, pay attention. Everybody, every time would like you to include a side splash, not just a backsplash for the stove. This is back toward our entry area over here. And again, it's easy to miss, but there's this little corner kind of second triangular pantry. Not to mention the fact that when the slide's closed, you can walk all the way. You could use either door and walk from front to back in this RV. Never have to worry about it, which is a very handy thing. This is a simple fan here, but wait till we get to the bedroom where they've upgraded to a larger fan. Then again, I guess you don't really need to wait to do that. I sort of just spoiled the surprise, didn't I? I do that at Christmas too. Like if I get you something cool for Christmas, you're going to get it November 3rd. I can't not like here's the information, surprise. Like I have a bad habit of that. That is a giant thick pillow top residential queen bed, by the way. And look at how deep the side closets are on both sides of this thing. Plus you've got a deep overhead cabinet to go with it. This is a little camper that has some seriously good qualities in a lot of areas. And this is the surprise that I ruined up here, so surprise! The previous owners upgraded to one of those big max air vent fans, and you see the remote control for it over there when I'm not kicking the sliding partition wall behind me for the bathroom. So if you actually just want to stay in bed, you can just reach over and grab the remote, open your side windows here, and get some serious airflow going. This is, and I mean, folks, this is clean. And that is a word that, like, I feel gets kind of a bad rap. I feel like that there's a lot of sleazy sales tactic out there, like, oh, this baby here, she's clean, she's nice. I mean, this is physically clean. It smells clean. It doesn't smell like people in here. There's no gouges. And they use this. They used it a lot. But, man, you'd never know it. And this is, again, what I say all the time. People will call and say, which camper holds up the best? The answer is the one that you're going to actually take care of, and that's no joke. And instances like this is why I am such a big proponent of getting a cover for your RV. It might cost a few bucks up front, but the TLC that you don't have to do now, because it's not weather checked, it's not sun faded, it's not oxidized, it's gleaming, it's beautiful. The owners obviously did some cleaning and conditioning as well. I mean, they did everything that they're supposed to do, although I don't think that power tongue jack was standard, so there's yet another aftermarket upgrade. Speaking of which, if I back up here, you're going to get to see a Max Air vent cover peeking up over the roof line of this thing. That's another thing they added on the bath vent to give you some good anytime airflow. The camper has an enclosed, heated underbelly, meaning if it's going to dip below freezing a little bit tonight, then come back. Or like right now, it's like 39 degrees and it is windy and cold. My hands hurt, but the camper will be fine. It'll be nice and fine and comfortable inside. All the windows are tinted. They all open for airflow. The slide walls are seal gripping as well to make sure that, the wiper seals wipe in and out the way they're supposed to. Prepped and ready for a Voyager backup camera, and that's stuff that we can assist you with, whether it's here or just down the street at Haylett RV, whatever works for you. Power awning with LED lighting, of course, outside TV hookups. And it is interesting. Normally on a camper like this, I would look at the rear door and say, that one, that's the main door. But for some reason, just the flow of this floor plan, it really feels like the forward door is the main kind of living room come and go door. But I don't know, I guess you can do it however you please. Remember that hitching is included. The only problem I see with this one is that it's here and not in your driveway. I can't find anything wrong with it. She looks phenomenal. Give us a call. We'll get you camping. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. And have an A1 day, everyone.